Okay guys, so what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are inside of the absolutely amazing free-to-play MMO that has a really bright future, and that is Wayfinder. Now, we've known about this game for a little while now, and we did cover it on the channel earlier on a few months back, but today we've got a little bit more information as to how it's going to cost you in a free-to-play game. So today we're going to be taking a look at battle passes, loot boxes, and betas and early access here in today's video. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to be diving into Wayfinder a hell of a lot over these oncoming months, so make sure you stay tuned. With that being said, let's dive on in. So the free-to-play game will have an amazing future based on the way that it's actually monetized itself here. Most games do have a pay-to-win cycle, or at least loot boxes, and a battle pass that has an expiry date, but not Wayfinder. So it does have a battle pass, and although we are completely battle passed out with the ongoing way that games are generated nowadays over the last few years, we don't have the same issue with this game. Now, the Battle Pass is seasonal like other Battle Passes in other games, but these ones don't leave. You can actually stack them on top of each other, which will mean that you will always be able to complete this. Now, what I do mean is that Season Passes generally have an expiry date. You have them for a couple of months and we move into the next season, and you have to purchase the next season's Battle Pass then to carry on. If you haven't completed the previous season, you lose everything in there that you didn't obtain. But with Wayfinder, what they've actually adopted is more like the Halo cycle. So they're actually going to be season bundles, and these will always be accessible. So let's say the game launches and then at a later date we manage to get to season 9, even season 10, you're still going to be able to make that purchase for season 1 bundle to be able to continue grinding for it and going for the older stuff that you never were able to obtain. What this means is you'll still be able to buy backwards and get older season passes, which means that the content is practically endless. So you can farm up and grind as much as you want, and that will be dependent on the loot that you want to obtain. So also on top of that though, we don't have any loot boxes. There's no gacha system. Everything is absolutely obtainable in game, but every couple of months a new season will drop, and this will include things such as new characters, new zones, new dungeons, and that has an amazing effect because with a live update will honestly keep the game living, which most games don't even do that well anymore, and even then this is just a cycle which is only just starting. What this does mean is that you can put this down and pick it up absolutely whenever, because you'll always be able to catch up. So let's say that you play it on launch or during the early access, which we'll get into in just a moment, and then you get through season 1, decide that a new game has launched and you want to play that, you put this game down for 6 to 12 months, and then you eventually pick it up a year later. You've missed maybe 2, even 3 seasons if it happens to be that quickly entwined, and you kind of then panic because realistically you've missed out on so much, you're so far behind, and there's so many weapons and items that you will never be able to obtain that are kind of crucial and essential to the way that raids work inside of this game. Well, don't have to worry, you can just go backwards. Your friends can tell you exactly what they obtained and which one was worth going for, and you can maybe purchase season 2 or even season 3 and then carry on and continue your journey as a Wayfinder that way. This is absolutely amazing, and this is something that a lot of MMOs that generally don't adopt too often, and we generally go into a FOMO period. So however many games are going to start doing this soon is yet to be known, but however games generally work that you have to buy a season during the season time period, and then once that time period is over, that season is gone. The only way you're able to obtain it is if and only if they will allow you to buy old items from an old season pass at a later date. So this generally happens with like the more popular items and the more popular weapons, say maybe something that ends up becoming the meta, and it happened to be in the season 1 battle pass. At season 5 they might well drop that as a purchasable item inside of the store, and this is obviously how they make money. And let's be real, even though this is a game, still it is a profitable company. They still want to obviously make money, and with it being a free-to-play game, there has to be a way to keep this game afloat, because otherwise it's just going to evaporate into thin air if they're not making any money off the back end of it. So how they're actually doing this is really, really clever, and they're making the seasons actually obtainable on a general basis. Now, this game is not live as of right now. It will be free to play, but there is a new beta that's going to be launching in April via confirmation from the development team behind the game itself. But on top of that, we have an early access which kicks off in May, and this will obviously have a founders pack which they're going to be sort of speaking about a little bit closer to the time. The only way to really describe that really was that the game will be free to play, but if you want to play the early access, you are likely to have to purchase the Founders Pack to gain the early access to the game itself. You'll obtain some really cool items and something that you'll only be able to get throughout the Founders Pack, and you'll probably be able to play for the next few months before everybody else actually does. So this obviously then does help fund the game and the company itself behind it, and they also means that it will be in a, let's call it a pre-beta position where they're going to be able to make changes until the full release. And this is again quite a common thing for games to be doing, sit back since when Fortnite originally dropped. That's exactly how they worked for maybe the first year or two before they actually released the game as its full edition. This is a really exciting time, and for you guys who love your MMOs, this is one to be watching out for. Although it may not be absolutely amazing and realistic, we need to remember that realism and fidelity are two completely different things. This game does hold an amazing array of fidelity, and it actually holds a very pleasing graphical imagery. It does kind of give you off that stagnant Fortnite look that we've known for quite some time now, but even though that's the case, the fidelity behind this game and the just general processing of the game is absolutely amazing, although it may not be completely realistic. This won't be for all of you, but this will definitely be for a lot of you guys. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. This was just a little bit of information that we wanted to push out towards you, and we have got so much more Wayfinder news coming here on the channel, so make sure you stay tuned for it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate all your faces. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up, subscribe, post notifications turned on. Appreciate you all, and as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.